Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fifth episode of the Prairie Badminton podcast, starring yours truly, Ryan Ramrace, and Brandon Redekop.
What's
Uh,
up?
Bridging the divide across the prairies from Manitoba to Saskatchewan, but worldwide, fifth episode. And now we actually have a bit of an upgrade. Shout out to Ian for borrowing me the microphone here. So hopefully my sound quality is better. Don't have my mic rubbing up against my sweater, anything like that. And then we also are recording the screen, right, Brandon?
We are. Wave hello. If you are so inclined, you can watch this on YouTube. If not, you want to watch it on the go while you're looking at something else, we will provide a link in the description for the audio.
Exactly.
So today we're talking about World Tour Finals. There we go. Very excited. Starts in about 8 hours, so we're going to do this. We're going to get it up. And then we'll do some predictions. That'll be fun to look at in hindsight anyway. But talk about what we think is going to happen and the ramifications of that for the future. Mm-hmm. So where would you like to start?
So they had the ball yesterday, or I believe, right?
Yeah.
And
did you watch like Beauty and the Beast recently? Calling it a ball?
Wow.
I would call it a gala, man.
A gala? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All good. Go ahead.
And it's interesting. It's kind of like that opportunity to see them dressed all fancy. You know, you have like NHL players or NBA players pulling up in suits and whatnot. Never really see that with Badminton. Any thoughts? Who is best dressed in your opinion? I know they had an award for this.
Like when we see people on our social medias or whatever that are dressed up for an event like that, you like expect them to look really nice, right? So I'm more like, maybe this is just negative of me, but I more take note of the ones who like look like they didn't put that much effort into their outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like most of them look really, really nice, and it's great. And then there's some of them don't look as great. Their suit doesn't quite fit. You know?
Yeah.
But it's all good. Everybody's out there trying.
They only do it once a year, right? So what's the big deal if they mess it up?
Yeah. It seems like it's quite a nice award for them to get best dressed, though. Like lots of them seem like they're trying for that.
Yeah, it's true.
Did you see PV Cindy?
Actually, no, I didn't. No.
She's looking good.
Really?
Yeah. But Ratchnuk Intanon came out with the win. So that's good. That gives her some momentum going into the matches, don't you think?
First win in a while.
See. Yeah. Okay. Intanon and Axelson, maybe they can win the tournament, and then they could take a picture together after, like they do at Wimbledon, right?
Right. You want to see a power couple there?
I do want to see a power couple.
International?
Yes. Cross-country power couple. I think that would be great. So what do you think of the pools? Should we start with men's singles?
Yeah. There's a death group.
There's a death group. I find it, like, would you prefer if they just use world rankings for this? Or, like, maybe they could do a mix of the World Tour rankings and the world rankings, you know?
Yeah.
Add those two together and then...
I kind of get disappointed. This is the second year in a row that they've done it this way, right? So I've been kind of disappointed both years because there's always like a couple players and you're like, really? Really? They made it? And it's always at the cost of someone that you want to see there more,
That's
right?
true. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah, like, well, the obvious, since we're in Canada, we all want to see Michelle Lee play. She's higher ranked than Busanan Ongbarangpan, who made it, snuck in on the 8th spot. Yeah, thank you. I thought I nailed the pronunciation there. Channel my inner Jill Clark. And I don't even know how she made it, right? Like if you think about it, the highest level tournaments, I don't see her really pulling up good results there. But then Michelle, like she made semis of China Open, one of the biggest tournaments of the year, right? Won Macau Open for the second year in a row, and she's not there, so it's kind of unfortunate to kind of see that she didn't get to make it because someone else kind of not gamed the system, but kind of did well in lower level tournaments, and that's what kind of got them there.
Yeah, she only made it past quarters once. I'm showing that on my screen here now. That's kind of crazy. Hey,
Yeah,
the first tournament, the Thailand Masters, she made the final. That was at 300.
Wow. Yeah, that is.
So, it's not as bad, however. We should say it's not as bad as like was it 2 years ago that Chinese Taipei women's doubles team only won like 2 games all year.
Oh, in Dubai.
And they made it because they attended every single World Tour tournament.
Man. Yeah, and they were. Well, I remember Steen was like, they haven't made it past first round in any Super Series all year.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that even make sense? It's crazy. I don't know. I guess it's how some people make Olympics too, right? Just play as much as you can.
Yeah, to a certain extent that would work. But for this, it definitely does because there's no cap on like your best certain number of results for Super Series or World Tour finals.
Yeah.
It's just all of them added together.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reckless. Maybe they should cap it like a little bit.
Well, they kind of do with like Chan and Go there. They were denied those points.
That's right.
But that's only because they're a high enough rank. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And
Lin Dan too. If
Yeah.
Lin Dan would have won that
Yeah.
that match against Sunyama, then that would have been a bigger issue than it was.
Mm-hmm.
So then it would have taken his spot with that rule that nobody really knew about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wonder if somebody pointed that out. Or did somebody think of that? Because in the NBA lately, you know, Chris Paul.
I saw that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like 2 games in a row where something was happening, and it was like a small rule about it, and so he sent it to the refs, and you could hear, right, because he was yelling at the refs, like, that's a tech, because like some delay of game thing, somebody had to tie their shoe or something when they came on the court.
Shirt.
What's that?
An untucked shirt, which is ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, didn't have his jersey tucked in.
And apparently,
right away.
It's only when you're coming in you have to have it tucked in. When you start playing it, it becomes untucked. You can keep it untucked. But since you came off the bench or something like that and it was untucked, that's the rule. This guy knows that specific. Like,
to the letter.
Is he studying this book all night? Like, what?
That's like it was Kobe that in some interview he was talking about. He studied the refs like handbook on where they have to position themselves on the floor so that he would know where the blind spots are that they can't see fouls happening. Because there's just 3 of them, right? So they're like baseline side and this side up there. So there's like some areas that they can't see as well. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. I guess players sometimes try and do that when they let the shuttle drop and then they stand in front of the shuttle. So the line judge can't really get a good view.
Yeah, blocking the view on purpose.
Yeah.
Before Hawkeye, that would have been.
Yeah, it's hard right now.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get back to badminton?
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about the groups,
mm-hmm.
I think Momota again got the easier group like last year.
I know, I'm a little disappointed with that.
But Christie was the 3rd seed, so that's, I guess, where the discussion ensues as to, I think it should be a combination of world ranking and World Tour ranking.
Right.
For the seeding. Or maybe like, how about this? Oh, I got it. I just thought of it right now. Okay, this is great, guys. Ready? This is what's going to happen next year because I'm going to tell them about it. And I'm going to take credit for it too. And World Tour rankings to get you into the tournament, right? For the 8 players. And then, once you have the 8 players that are going to play, then use the world ranking for the seeding.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right? Because then you're still getting the promotion of the World Tour for them to qualify. But once they do qualify, then you can seed it with the actual ranking.
Interesting.
Yeah? It's good. I know it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then you would have... who would be 3rd instead? It would still be Momota and then Chiao and Chen. Then who's 3rd on world rankings? Do you know? I'm looking it up. But do you know offhand? Yeah.
Is it not Axelson still?
It's Antonsen.
It's Antonsen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So instead of being 7th for this, he would be the 3rd seed. Okay, so then, well, then it would still be the same because he's in Momota's pool. And then Chenlong is 4, which is the same. And Axelson's 5, which is the same.
So what you're saying is that the BWF World Tour rankings actually closely correspond with the rankings, the actual rankings.
Don't say it like I'm an idiot. This is just for men's singles. For other events, I'm sure it would make a huge difference. The only thing it would change for this, if they were still drawn the same way, like the numbers were drawn, or I didn't watch the draw ceremony because I don't think it was live streamed. Just going to. But anyway, it would have put Ginting in Momota's group instead. Instead of Christie.
Yeah.
Which I would have liked to see that match more, but maybe we'll get it anyway. You never know.
Yeah, I think so. Are we gonna get into the predictions now? Because I think it's gonna be hard for Ginting to get out of that group.
Yeah, hard. Yes.
Pretty good head-to-head against Chenlong, I think. I'll just check it here. But against Axelson, it's gonna be tough, I think. But Axelson isn't his prior form, I guess. Still, right?
Yeah.
And then I know Chao Chen is a hard one for Ginting as well. They have a pretty close head-to-head.
Shout out to the Badminton Talk.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Page, right? So good. If you don't follow the Badminton Talk page on Instagram or wherever, they got the best stuff. So where's the head-to-head? Are you pulling that up right now?
Yeah. So Chao Chen, Ginting is. Oh yeah.
This whole thing, all the stats and a nice graphic. It's amazing.
Ginting is number 6. Chao Chen is down 4-6 against Ginting actually, so he has a positive head-to-head there. Ginting against Victor, 2-2. Okay, so maybe it's not looking as bad as I thought. And then against Chenlong, it is 6-4 for Ginting. So actually, those are all really close. So that's going to be a very interesting group. Chao Chen record against Axelson is 1-9. That is rough, man. Whoa. Yeah. 0-8 against Chenlong.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that one too. I was just watching the French Open final.
Actually, Chao Chen only has 2 positive head-to-heads in this entirety of all the groups, or all the players. Against Antonsen, he's up 6-1, and against Wang Sui, he's up 6-0. Every single other person is down. Momota 2-11, Jonathan Christie 2-6, Chenlong 0-8, Victor 1-9, Ginting 4-6. Wow. I don't think he's making it out of this group.
Did we just change our thoughts based on the head-to-head?
Well,
because he's 2nd seed and world rank number 2, because they're the same.
Right. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
I didn't really think he was going to make it out of the group anyway, to be honest. Because it was similar last year.
Okay, let's start with maybe an easier question than who 2 are going to get through. Can we pick one person who we think's not going to make it out of the group?
Is this B or A?
B.
Who's not going to make it out?
Yeah.
Damn. Ooh.
I'm going to say Chenlong.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And I want him to prove me wrong because I want him to get into form for the Olympics, but I don't know. I think he's playing Victor first. I think he's going to lose that match, and then you're 0-1, right? Like, we can already see who's playing first. They're playing tonight, so then he's going to play Chao after that. Chao is always down for a grind. He'll probably grind through and beat Ginting tonight. Maybe. We'll see. And then I think he'd be... but then Chenlong would be more hungry. Oh, I hate that. It's always both ways.
Let me make it real simple here. Chenlong is going to beat Axelson. He's going to lose to Ginting. And he's going to beat Chao Chen. He's making it out of the group.
Did you just call all 3 of his matches?
Yeah, man. I'm doing big predictions. What do you mean? None of this dancing around the question here. Chao Chen is going... He's losing to Chenlong. He's losing to Axelson. He's beating Ginting. Man, this is
All right.
really convoluting this here now.
Is this going to come down to points here? Is
No, I
everybody
think-
going to be 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 0-3, something like that?
I think Axelson's going to make it out as well. He's going to be 2-1. He's going to beat Ginting and Chow.
Right.
Yeah. Big prediction. So I'm going Chen Long 2-1, Axelson 2-1, Chow 1-2, Ginting 1-2.
Okay. You heard it here first. Check back in 3 days, 4 days. Let's figure out that. I did have someone point out to me that my prediction for Suderman Cup earlier this year was correct because I said China would win the final 3-0. I think that's what I called in one of our early podcasts.
Right? Interesting.
Or whatever it was. Whatever it was, the 3 to something.
Calling the score is impressive there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Let me check this 3-0. Make sure I was right. You want to talk about women's singles?
Wait, what about the A group?
Russ, Momota, man. What are you talking about? What's to talk about?
Two people. Momota
I think
and...
it's Antonsen. That's my pick.
Really? Huh.
Changed my mind.
I think Wang Sue is going 0-3, even though I like my boy Wang Sue. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think...
Well, he could surprise, though. Like, in my mind, he's a class below everyone else here. But
I think it'll be a good experience for him. I think Christie's taking out Antonsen, actually. So I think he's going to make it out as well. Christie, man. Clutch God, honestly.
Antonsen and Christie have been playing a lot recently.
What's the head-to-head there? Do you have it?
I can check it, but Anders even made a post on his Instagram the last time they were supposed to play in a quarterfinal. He was like, quarterfinals up next tomorrow against, you guessed it, Jonathan Christie. These Danes are so mad that the draws are.
Yeah.
Whenever it's the same person, they have to play the same stage.
Yeah.
I don't think you get too mad about quarterfinals, though. It's like 50% chance that it's going to be.
Yeah, it's like, man, made finals, and you guessed it, gotta play Momota again.
Hate these draws. Yeah. So you're saying Christie, I'm saying Antonsen to join Momota in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Got it.
Women's singles.
Mm-hmm.
Busanan winning the...
I will make a Badminton Guess Who special edition on Busanan on Bummerpan if she wins a game.
Plug in the Instagram.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Check it out.
I am going to go out on a limb here and predict the entire winner of the tournament.
Okay.
PV Sindhu, baby. You can't tell me she won't at least make the final.
She turns up for the big events.
Yeah.
Including this last year.
Most consistent with the big events.
Most inconsistent. Well, she is consistent with the other events too. Never does well. So that's consistency across the board. What? I'm right. It's the truth. I'm sure she's happy with it that way than the other way. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird though, because imagine going like 10 months of the year playing like trash and then winning the big one. How long does that feeling of, man, this feels good last for you, you know? Like, does you ride that out for 10 months, or do you get into like a point where you're like, this feels terrible?
I mean, she's got to be waiting for the next big event.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this pattern has been set now.
Mm-hmm.
World Championships medals in 13, 14, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, she's tied for
Olympic
the most of all
16.
time.
Yeah.
And she's only played in what? Since 2013, right? So 5?
Yeah. Oh, she played before that. Probably.
Oh, really?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, not before that.
Crazy, man. It's crazy. She's medaled every year.
What happened in 15? Did she not play?
She made semis. No, she did not. You're right. Okay, she hasn't medaled every year. I don't know what happened to her.
I'll check. Oh, wait.
Sina Carolina in the final.
Oh, PB lost in quarters. Who beat her in quarters? What a win. Sung Ji Hyun.
Really? Oh, interesting. Clutch God, baby. She's falling off, man.
She hadn't lost to Anse Young before this last time, hey?
She hadn't?
Correct.
Interesting.
She's only 28.
Yeah. Huh.
Maybe she'd be 30 by now. Okay, anyway. So you think PB's going to win the whole thing?
Yeah, so obviously she's making it in Group A.
She might lose to Chen Yufei in group, but she'll still get out.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think she could win, yeah. I'll take her for a runner-up, though, just because you said she's going to win.
She's never... Oh, interesting. She's never lost to a Chinese player at World Championships. Or Olympics, for that matter. That's crazier than getting all those medals, in my opinion.
It is.
Yeah. It's insane.
You're right. I checked that before.
But this isn't the World Championships, so I think she might lose to Chen Yufei, like you said. She'll beat Abing Jiao and she'll beat Yamaguchi, but then I think she'll still win the final. And I think Yamaguchi's still not completely healed, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's like some back thing happening.
Yeah, she lost to Ayo Ohari at the Japanese Nationals, so I'm going to put her at... Ooh, I think she still might beat Abing Jiao. I don't know. I feel like Abing Jiao, I'm still surprised to see her every year. Because does she make it past quarterfinals often? I don't think so either.
No.
Right.
Yeah. All right, men's doubles.
Let's skip Group B again.
What? We talked about it already.
Tai Seeing making it out.
PB to the final.
Right. Okay.
Who's going to be in the final? I thought for a second, because I looked at the tournament software link. First, it was showing that A1 is going to play B2, like it was showing that already.
Right.
But then I looked at the tournament prospectus, and it said that they're going to have the draw still. There's like a draw ceremony time slot for semifinals.
Yeah.
Do you like that they redraw and potentially have group mates playing again in the semis?
Yeah, and the only reason I do is because it prevents kind of throwing.
You think there would be throwing in this situation, though? Just because it's two players from the same country could do that so they don't play in semis?
I don't know.
But if they do, and then they don't play in semis, then they both lose?
Yeah, oof. It's kind of hard to say, actually. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like it. I think it should just be A1 plays B2.
I think, yeah, it is pretty annoying how often it happens.
Oh, they took that away. Yeah, so it's going to be a draw again.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I feel like we have all the eight best players. They should like have as many matches of playing different people as possible.
That's a good point. This is more of a tournament for the fans than anything, right?
Yeah. Okay. I needed a second to think about that.
This is like the all-star game.
Suppose you're right.
This is what it feels like.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yes. But I do have something to say if you're going to say it's for the fans. Can they please not have a red court? It's so hard to look at. Yeah, it's like, you know how it is. The games are starting at like midnight for me and you. And then we're sitting here. Or I'm sitting here trying to watch them live because I don't have time to watch them in the day. And my eyes are like going crazy staring at my full screen of red. It's like annoying, you know?
I would say it's akin to looking at the sun for an hour and a half straight. And the matches last year, my bigger problem than the courts actually is how massive this venue is. When I watched, oh my goodness, Lee Junhei, Liu Chen against Skidup and Rasmussen, that game was so boring. They're just like clearing because they're so tired. Like they're so slow.
I'm hoping somehow it's not so slow this year. Would be nice.
Yeah. Well, even Steen and Jill said this isn't very entertaining for the fans because they were just clearing.
And this tournament is for the fans.
Yeah, it's the All-Star game.
Can't believe it.
Right. So.
Ooh, okay. Alternate idea.
I agree, red.
Because it'd be nice if it wasn't red. Alternate idea now.
Black.
I love having. What?
Black courts.
Okay. Green is the color. I'm thinking next year, okay, because this is for the fans anyway. I'm just gonna run with that for the rest of
Right.
this podcast. Why don't we have the qualifiers? There's no way this is gonna happen. It'd be so cool. The qualifiers for doubles come and play round robin singles. Okay,
What?
you telling me you don't want to see Keigo Sonoda out there playing singles? You'd be faster than Ginting.
That'd be fire.
And then who would you like to see play doubles? This is really off track though.
Chow Chen, man. Well, I guess he used to play doubles. Chen Long would probably be a freaking wall in doubles.
That's true.
Oh my god.
There was a clip of Axelsen and Antonsen practicing with Go and Chan Pingsoon.
Really?
Like yesterday, yeah.
Interesting.
So I guess the Malaysians are independent, so they need to like, hey, want to practice?
Yeah.
Is it sort of thing? That's the vibe I got from the video. I don't know.
Interesting.
Might not be the situation. Yeah.
You know what they should do? They should have it like tennis. They should have clay courts. You know, they're a little slippery. Yeah, that's an injury waiting to happen.
Lindan sliding around like 2008 again. I love that one rally where he comes in and kills it and he's like foot sliding sideways.
Yeah.
Sick.
That hockey stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so men's
Axelsen
doubles.
stops like that too.
That's true. Men's doubles, shall we?
Yeah.
Another death group, with Group A having Kimura Sonoda, Gideon Tsukumoyo, Lee Junhei, Liu Chen, Endo Watanabe. That is, honestly, the thing about the doubles draws is this could be what Olympics are, because they have just like a pool of 5 or whatever. Whereas singles, it's pools of 3 with only one seeded player in each, right?
I think it's pools of 4, but what do you mean? Like it's like Olympics? Like this could be a pool at the Olympics?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
With one more, is it 4 only?
I think it's 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, I think it's 4 for doubles. I remember
4 pools of
there
4.
were a couple of what they nicknamed death groups, right? At 2016.
Yeah. Could we call it something slightly more gentle than death group? Or does it have to be death group?
It has to be death group.
Okay. I don't like it, but whatever. Endo and Watanabe did so well here last year. I put quite a lot of weight into that. Like, if you do well at the tournament, then next time, like, I feel like you got that good vibes from last year, you know, and
That's
you
true.
kind of feel like
some players have
it's
favorite
up back here where I
tournaments.
played well, you know.
Yeah.
So, who do you think's coming through this? Really?
Well, now you're giving me bad vibes from last year, but I think Gideon was injured last year.
Yeah, he pulled his neck.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Because then it goes into your shoulder and down your back. Oof. Just thinking about it makes me tight now. Yeah, go do some stretches now. I still think they're gonna win the group. Man, this is a hard prediction. Holy.
I don't even know what to say though. Like
they could lose to Endo and Watanabe. They just did actually.
Endo Watanabe won their last like couple times they played, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 3?
No. Did they?
Yes. I'll
did
put
they
myself
lose them
out
at
there.
French
I'm
Open?
gonna say yes right now. At what?
French Open?
I'm looking it up. I think that
no,
they won
lost
the last
to
3 times.
Shetty and Ranky-Reddy. Yeah, look it up, please. I know they lost them at the or they beat them at the Asia Championships.
Head-to-head is. Guess what the head-to-head is? They've played 5 times.
3-2 for Endo Watanabe.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And yeah, turn up. And how did those 5 matches go? Like who won, when, and like that?
I think Gideon Tsukumoyo won the first 2. Endo. Oh wait, then it would be last 3. Oh, you were right, Brandon.
What's up? I mean, you figured it out for yourself though, so that's good. Yeah. So we got the stats on my screen here of those 5 meetings. Asia Championships 21-18, 21-3. What happened then?
That was the toast, man.
I don't
They
remember.
kind of like gave up because they were getting wrecked so hard at the start, and then they were like, well, you could kind of tell they seemed like they were pissed off at each other again. So I don't know. They were playing so good too. They were very frustrating for the Indonesians because they remember they were just getting everything back, like all their kills, all their smashes. It was just very frustrating. Did you not watch that one? That was an unreal match, man. Semi was even better.
I don't think I watched it a lot because it's hard to find videos. But
Yeah, I think I
I was
watched it
just
and it got deleted after. Classic.
hate that. I hate that we can't watch Olympics
Yeah, why is that?
after the fact. I was trying to like download the videos with like
Yeah.
some app, and it's just impossible. It's very depressing because the videos are so good. Like the Olympic Channel posted that badminton highlights one like a
Yeah,
week ago. Did you watch that?
yeah, with Linda.
The videos are so good, and the camera angle is so good. Even when they post videos from like 2000 Olympics or like 2004, it somehow is
Yeah.
like so clear. It's like
Yeah.
720p, and then they post one rally, and then you can't find the match. It's just depressing.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I was just gonna mention the last time the Minions played Endo and Watanabe. They were up 19-15 in the third. The Minions.
Yeah, at Hong Kong.
Yeah. You're gonna come out looking smart here when I pull up all the stats on my screen, and then you just say what it is without even looking at it. Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. Okay, so I don't even know what it has.
I think the two people that make it out of the group are gonna be.
Giants, Lee and Lou versus the Minions.
That's who you think is gonna make it out?
I think that match could like kind of change things, you know? If the Minions lose their first one,
Oh yeah. Well, they did
and
beat
then
them
they have
last
to
year,
play.
actually. Right.
Then they have to play Endo and Watanabe second. They lose that too.
Yeah.
It's downhill
This is
from
hurting
there.
my brain.
Yeah. I'll take Aaron Chia and So Yeek to come through with the Daddies, Group 2.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
They just came. You know what's interesting though? They just came out of a win at Sea Games. Now they're going straight there. So I hope they're not too tired.
No, they're like 21. It's fine.
That's how it works.
Unless the hull is slow, then I feel like it would favor Li Yang and Wang Qilin a little.
Actually, Aaron Chia and Sewell Yuk have really good defense though, so I think they would still come out on top there. I think they're coming out second. They have a pretty good head-to-head with Asan and Sedioan, actually.
Yeah.
And then I think Li Yang, Wang Qilin, third place. They're only getting one win. And then Liu and or Yao and Po or whatever. 0-3, baby.
You should pick at least like the same name for both of them to say, like Liu and Yang, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing.
Just picking out random things. Li Chong.
Lee Chong with the serve. Righty and a lefty. Some things you can't forget, right?
Burned into my ears. Are we talking about women's doubles?
Yeah, man. Of course.
2 Japanese teams, 2 Chinese teams, 2 South Korean teams.
It's pretty dominant here.
I wish they'd split them so they don't have to play their country women in group.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of lame.
The more I talk about stuff, the more I feel like I'm like over controlling draw master, you know? I'd be like, this team here, this team here.
You're like the puppet.
Most entertaining games, this one here. You know? Just setting it up exactly how I want it.
Yeah, you're like excellent.
Nothing random at all. This guy shouldn't be here. Replace him with someone else. Just change everything. It'll be good though. They'll be playing matches that are like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Women's doubles can play to 15.
Man, women's
What do you
doubles, slow haul. Woo!
It's exhausting
multi-day
for them.
event.
Like, someone's gonna pass out there, and then it'll be an issue that they're playing for 2 hours. You know?
Yeah.
Because the pace is high.
Yeah, it's not like they're playing slow.
It's not really. Yeah, it's not that boring. It's just
I think it gets a little bit too much hate, to be honest. Especially when you watch like the highest level, man, it's sick. Their defense is unreal. And the funniest,
And like
my favorite thing about watching the Japanese, they always do like overhead defense.
crouch
That's
defense, yeah.
yeah, what the heck? But they're like lifting up. It's insane.
Hey, you still got shot selection when you're there.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
I'm gonna say Fukushima Hirota and Chen Jia Yifan are making it out, but I think they're both gonna have a 2-1 record. I think Chen and Jia are gonna beat Fukushima Hirota, but they're gonna lose to Du Yue and Li Yunhui. Hard, man. I don't know how to pronounce these names properly sometimes.
Hey, we'll get to the Thailand pair in a minute. I think Gracia Poli and Apriyani Rahayu have been really out of form lately,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So that being said, again, they just won the SEA Games. So whatever tournament you win gives you confidence. Doesn't matter what level it is.
Yeah.
So maybe they can turn it around right now. Hopefully that would be good.
Who won last year? Do you know?
Who won women's doubles last year?
Yeah.
You tell me, and I'll confirm.
I think it was Matsumoto and Nagahara. No. They beat Lee and Shin in the final.
Matsumoto and who?
Nagahara. World champion.
It was Matsumoto and Takahashi.
Oh.
And they beat.
Oh, really?
Lee So-hee and Shin Seung-chan in the final.
Oh, I was right about the runner-up.
Shin Seung-chan, the worst player
all right,
to be in the top 10.
Brandon has a personal vendetta against her. She didn't take a photo with him at Canada Open.
That is false.
That's false. That's fake news.
Yeah. Matsumoto Nagahara lost to the Koreans in semis last year.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I think they'll beat him again.
Who's going to be who again? All these names are too confusing, and there's two Matsumotos, and I don't know what's happening anymore.
I think Lee and Shin will beat Matsumoto Nagahara again.
In group? Okay.
Yeah, in group.
And
but I think they're going to lose.
Pick it up?
No, wait, hold on. Damn.
How is No, I'm not going to be able to say their names. That other Korean pair.
Prajongjai, that one's easy. Jongkol
For Windup, Jongjai, Jongkol Fan.
Man.
I
gotta hear a Thai person say this. Because I'm basing it off a British person, which is Jill Clark's pronunciation, which I'm sure is wrong. Because she used to call Momoto for like 2 years.
Yeah. Can't confirm that.
I think so Matsutomo Nagahara and Shin and Lee are going to make it out. Although I would not be surprised if Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young also made it out, who I think are the most improved players this year, right?
Yeah.
You're laughing at my pronunciation.
No, not at the way you're saying it, just like that we say these names that are like crazy hard to say.
Yeah.
But we're doing well. I don't know what's going to happen in this group. The Thailand pair is going to lose every game. That's going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
And then whichever Korean team wins their first game, which is happening
Are
first.
They playing each other first?
Yes.
Yeah.
The country match is happening first, which is good. I think whoever wins that will be making semis.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Bold prediction from Brandon. Whoever wins is going to make semis. It's great. Love that. Mixed doubles?
Yes, mixed doubles. Actually, Group A is another. They're all death groups in here, man. What the heck? Sorry, life groups.
Okay, I'll give you an alternative right now. We'll call the hard one.
Where's the cricket sound effect?
Okay, I don't know, but I'm gonna think of something and then I'll let you know. Put it in the comments what it can be called instead of death group, because I don't know. It's just
It's negative, and we're all about
Yeah.
positivity here.
yes. Except we're talking about shit that we're not.
All right, relax.
So I think that it's got to be the top two teams, right? It's got to be the Ties and Wingy Lu Heng Ping. Is there any other way that can go? I don't think so.
So Sung Jae, Che Yu Jung could beat the Ties. Other than that, but I still think it's 1 and 2 going out of there. So Chinese and Thai. I think Chang Peng Soon, Go Li Ying, unfortunately, going to go 0 and 3. Although I do like them. Just don't think they have that X factor.
The Koreans are up 3-2 on the Ties in head-to-head.
Yeah, see?
So you're right, but I will stick with what I said because I said it already.
It's good way to go about it.
I think that I already said this. What can I call this group? I think the second group is the more challenging group.
How are the Ties ahead of Zhang and Huang in the World Tour rankings? This makes no sense.
Quick question. I asked that to myself, and I figured it out because they've played 5 more tournaments, I think, on the World Tour.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and just adds them all up. There's no limit. So, unless that rule that nobody knows anything about.
Yeah, the very confusing one.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that Gloria Wijaya and Hafiz Faisal. Okay. Yeah, I think if anybody can cause a major upset, it's them.
What?
So I've watched some of their matches. Exactly. See, listen to your voice right now. You're raising it because you think I'm crazy, but
no,
well, I might be.
They're the
I
only
might be.
ones where it would be an upset, would it not? Crazy upset?
That's what I'm saying. If anyone's gonna cause a crazy upset, it's gonna be them winning a match or like 2 matches and getting out of the group.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Oh, so you're not surprised?
Well, I thought you said if anyone's gonna cause an upset, it's the bottom ranked team in this pool. I was like, well, yeah, I mean, if they win it.
No, for the whole tournament, I'm saying.
Interesting. Okay, I don't think they're making out of the group.
I'm saying like for the whole tournament, if a big upset happens, I think it could be them. I think they have the ability to kind of play up a level. Maybe once they play, because they're playing this is my theory, right? I've thought about this already. Right. They're playing their fellow Indonesians in the first round. What did I just do? Fellow Indonesians, and then they're going to win that match, right? Because when you're playing someone from your own country, it's weird. So they're going to win that match. Then they're going to be surprising Zhang and Huang next round. Haven't they won against them before either? Pretty sure they have. I don't know. I think that maybe they might be the undefeated team. They might just win the whole tournament.
They did once. Sorry to burst your bubble here, Brandon, but they have a negative head-to-head against every single team in this entire 2 groups.
I'm not saying they're going to have a positive head-to-head against everybody.
Right.
I'm saying, wow, that looks really bad. 0-4, 1-4, 1-4, 0-3, 1-2, 1-3, 0-2. It's not that many games, though. Like, they haven't played. You stop laughing at what I said. Again, I already said it, so I can't take it back.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, they're this even says the world ranking on here. Man, Badminton.
I know, they're
real.
1 step ahead of everyone. Badminton Europe need to catch up. All they do is post terrible trick shots.
Terrible trick shots and spoilers in the thumbnails.
Yeah, man, I had to unfollow.
And even the title, same.
It's terrible, and it's savage too. It's like Antonsen, not enough, or something like that. It's like, man, this is your country, man. Like, why are you roasting him like this? It's just so rude. I think I'm gonna go on a limb here. Praveen Jordan, I'm gonna do it. Melati Deva Octavianti are winning this whole thing, man.
You think they're gonna defend their SEA Games title, like back-to-back titles in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think they will. They got all the nerves out. They're ready to roll.
if you didn't catch the SEA Games, like 20 all, I think it was. They were playing the other Malaysian mixed team in the final, and they hit a really loose shot to the net. It was Siobhan and Go Soon Huat.
Right.
Try to kill it. Praveen with the behind the back save, and then they just smash the next one into the net, and then they have match point, and then it's over.
Your version of Shin for me is Siobhan Lai. I think she's terrible.
Well, nice of you to say that after I just said how she missed the kill.
Yeah,
it's very fortunate timing for you.
How bad she is. Anyway, I think Jordan and Octavianti are gonna win. I don't necessarily think they're gonna go undefeated. They probably might lose to Zhang Xue, Huang Yasheng.
How sure are you? Do you want to make a small wager?
How much money? It's small.
How much you got?
Well, if I say like $2, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you broke," and I'm like, "You're right, you're right," but that's come on.
I don't think they're gonna win.
That's not unfair though. That's so hard. You could say anyone else could win, and that's your bet. Come on.
And take the field.
That's not
everybody but them.
I'm not making that.
Okay, I'll pick someone then.
All right.
I'll pick Zheng Xue and Huang Yasheng.
You coward. Such a predictable.
Hey, they lost last year, man.
Such a predictable.
The coward move would be picking Wang and Huang from Group A to repeat.
I guess.
No?
I guess. All right, I'll bet you a toonie.
All right. See you next month. You can give me my toonie.
Let's shake.
Okay. Well, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. This is the perks you get from watching our faces.
Get to see our shadow shakes from across province.
Yeah.
So lovely.
So I guess we're assuming that Siwei and Yasheng and the Indonesians, or Jordan and Octavianti, are making out of the group then.
Well, you've got the wrong Indonesians, but yeah.
Ooh, you don't even think they're making out of the group? Wow.
I'm going to ride with the Hafiz and Gloria thing because I think it'd be really cool if I was right about that, and then people watch this back and heard that I made that prediction.
Whoa, this guy's crazy.
And if I'm wrong, then whatever, because, well, been wrong before.
It would be really funny if they beat Zhang Siwei and Huang in the final, and then he lost the toonie because of that. Well, I guess you wouldn't. Damn it, I wouldn't win the toonie either. But you'd still be betting against yourself. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is you should pick Wadaya Farziel to win the whole tournament, and that should be your bet for the toonie.
How about this? You have your Indonesians. I have mine.
Right.
Whoever does better, they get a toonie.
That's the bet now?
That's my proposal.
Sure.
You have to accept it.
I'll do that.
Okay, word. Yeah, that's a terrible bet for me.
Wait, is there 2 bets now?
Just 1 bet.
Okay.
Bet. All right. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Yuta Watanabe, the only player playing 2 events. Is this going to affect his performance?
Doesn't seem to have done so in the past. Never seen this man tired.
That's true. He's got elastics for legs.
Yeah.
Just bouncing around there. I don't think he's gonna win though. Like have they won anything in mixed doubles, Yuta and Ariza, other than All England?
Yeah, they won Hong Kong. Did they not? Just a couple weeks ago, they beat Hey.
Yeah.
Jiting or whatever.
I was thinking a little bit bigger than that, but yeah, you're right. They did.
Yeah, no, they haven't won Canadian Nationals yet.
Okay. Or, well, they did win Japan Nationals. They just came off a win, too.
That's true.
Don't sleep on those smaller wins, building confidence.
Yeah. Tamir Sonoda won Japan Nationals. Matsumoto Nagahara beat Hirota and Fukushima again in the final.
Tamir and Sonoda lost.
They lost? I thought they won.
And I think, like, all video of that final has been wiped because Sonoda, like, collapsed. Did you not hear about this?
Wait, did I watch? Did I watch last year's or something? What?
Okay, so the Japan Nationals men's doubles final that just happened was Endo Watanabe against Kimura Sonoda, right?
Right.
It's like a good match, grueling games, first two games, and then the start of the third. I'm just going off what I've read on like forums and stuff because I can't find video of it.
What?
At the start of the third, Sonoda just like he was dehydrated, and so he just like basically can't move anymore, and he collapsed after. And they're having like a ceremony and like interview for Endo and Watanabe on the court, and this man was like still just lying on his back on the other side, and they had to like carry him
I
off.
swear I watched a video where they won. I swear.
Must have been last year.
What?
I can share this now because we're screen recording here. But it's like Japanese.
Because
There's a little highlight video.
I don't know how I'm gonna find this because the channel I saw it on is on Japanese.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find.
But I did watch I guess I'll have to dig through my history.
This might be a little bit too much to do right now.
I have to save it for next time.
But 21-8 in the final, they lost.
Wow. Send me that link, please. Maybe we'll share that in the description.
We'll share that in the description.
Boom.
And that's what we're going to leave you with to ponder. What happened to Sonoda? And is he recovered?
Hopefully.
We will find out soon. At the 2019 World Tour Finals in Guangzhou, China, from 11th to 15th. Listen to this podcast and make your predictions. If this tournament has already concluded, as per your listening, how did we do? Which one of us looks better now in hindsight?
On the video.
That'll be the question. On the video and in the predictions. Here's the point distribution and prize money on my screen here, if you're curious about that. And if you're listening to this podcast off of the link that we shared in the description, then you don't have the video. Come back. Check the stats. All right? You have anything else to add, Rylan?
No, I think I stand by my predictions. I believe myself. I have a pretty good history of beating you in predictions, except for I think this last year at World Championships, right?
Yeah.
Rough.
You always beat me, except for the last time when I...
Right.
Yeah. It's only the last one that matters. That's what I tell myself.
Right. Okay.
This has been another Prairie Badminton podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us your thoughts in the comments, what you'd like to hear us talk about in the future. Link in the description. That's all I have for you.
Thanks for listening. Scat up.
Shut up.